Let's be honest. Falling in love can feel completely bananas. One second you are scrolling through your feed, and the next, you're doodling someone's initials like you're in a teen drama. Attraction seems magical, but behind the curtain, there's no wand, just your brain flooding itself with chemicals like a cocktail party gone rogue. Our biology is a powerful force, and according to science, love isn't just a feeling, it's a full-on, chemically induced state of madness. Whether you're swiping right or locking eyes across a crowded room, you're likely not choosing to be attracted so much as being yanked into it by a mix of instincts, hormones, and millions of years of evolutionary programming. Your brain is the real matchmaker. Biological anthropologist Helen Fisher once said romantic love is like an addiction. She wasn't just being poetic, she meant it quite literally. When you fall in love, your brain acts similarly to how it would if you were high on drugs like cocaine. Not the Valentine's Day card you expected, huh? Your brain activates its reward system, churning out dopamine, the feel-good hormone, norepinephrine, the excitement hormone, and serotonin, which ironically may decrease and cause obsessive thinking. This chemical trio is the biological equivalent of shouting, "You need this person," and then spamming you with brain notifications about them all day and night. Love's Hormonal Hall of Fame. Let's meet the MVPs of the love game, your brain's all-star hormonal lineup. Dopamine makes everything about your crush seem like the best thing ever, while norepinephrine triggers adrenaline, racing heart, and sweaty palms, basically panic in a tuxedo. Serotonin actually dips during early love, leading to obsessive thoughts. Why else would you replay their haha texts 19 times? Testosterone and estrogen fuel lust and physical attraction, and later, oxytocin and vasopressin step in to build bonds, commitment, and cuddles. Mix them all together and your brain turns into a hormonal smoothie machine, blending obsession, desire, euphoria, and the sticky glue of long-term love. What type are you? Rutgers University researchers found that different people have different dominant hormones, and that influences both how they love and who they love. Let's break it down. Dopamine dominant, thrill seekers, risk takers, lovers of novelty, likely to jump headfirst into love and possibly off cliffs with a parachute, one hopes. Serotonin dominant, calm, loyal, and traditional. Less impulsive, more consistent, think cozy Sunday mornings. Testosterone dominant, logical, direct, competitive. Think more Sherlock Holmes, less Romeo. Estrogen oxytocin dominant, nurturing, empathetic, emotionally tuned in. Lovers of heart-to-hearts and shared playlists. The twist? People high in dopamine or serotonin often go for those like themselves, while testosterone-heavy folks are drawn to estrogen-dominant partners and vice versa. Opposites do attract and make things interesting at dinner parties. Gender schmender. It's not that simple. If you're picturing testosterone for men and oxytocin for women, stop right there. Modern science doesn't play that binary game. A man can have high oxytocin levels and be the emotional glue in his relationship, just as a woman might be driven by testosterone and lead with logic and confidence. Brain chemistry doesn't care about gender stereotypes. It's like mixing cocktails, any combo is possible, and the results can be either delicious or disastrous, depending on the recipe. Lust, love, and that one weird phase. Ever wonder why the early stages of love feel like a chaotic rom-com with no script and zero logic? That's because your brain is throwing a full-blown hormonal rave, and you're the VIP guest. This honeymoon phase is when your brain's reward centers, dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, are in overdrive, mixing excitement, obsession, and a healthy dose of irrational decision-making. Suddenly, their awkward laugh is adorable, their bad jokes are comedy gold, and even the way they eat fries becomes oddly mesmerizing. It's all thanks to your brain lighting up like a pinball machine, convincing you that this person might just be the best thing since Wi-Fi. You start rereading old messages like they are Shakespeare, obsess over punctuation in texts, and feel personally offended when they go 20 minutes without replying. Every good morning feels like a love letter, and every good night feels like the end of a Nicholas Sparks movie. You're spending so much time thinking about them, it's practically a part-time job with no pay and no HR department. The emotional high is real, but so is the exhaustion. Enjoy it while it lasts, because soon enough, you'll start noticing their weird sneeze is just a weird sneeze. From fireworks to fireplace. As the initial frenzy of love fades typically around the 12 to 24-month mark, your brain shifts gears from intense passion to something a bit more sustainable. This is when oxytocin and vasopressin step in, like your brain's way of saying, okay, let's calm down and build something real. Oxytocin, lovingly known as the cuddle hormone, is released during affectionate acts like hugging, kissing, and even prolonged eye contact. Vasopressin, on the other hand, plays a key role in long-term bonding and monogamous behavior, at least in prairie voles, and potentially in humans too. Together, these chemicals create the biological glue that helps keep couples connected long after the butterflies have flapped away. Sure, you might not leap into each other's arms every time someone walks through the door anymore, but now you're mastering the fine art of deciding what to order for dinner together. Romantic weekend getaways may be less frequent, but hey, so are those nerve-wracking "where is this going" talks. That comfy, cozy silence while binge-watching in pajamas? That's oxytocin doing its job. Love doesn't always need fireworks. Sometimes it's just appreciating that your partner didn't murder you during IKEA furniture assembly. Love addiction. In the early stages of falling in love, your brain lights up like a Vegas Strip sign, especially in a region called the ventral tegmental area, which also happens to be heavily involved in drug addiction. Yep, science confirms that falling in love is neurologically similar to being hooked on cocaine, but with fewer questionable life choices and hopefully less regret. That initial romantic high is driven by a rush of dopamine and other feel-good chemicals that make you crave the presence of your partner like a socially acceptable addict. But as time passes, something remarkable happens. The activity in your brain shifts. For long-term couples, think 20 years, and counting, the brain starts to light up in the posterior globus pallidus, a region associated with calm, pleasure, and pain relief. This area also responds when we eat comfort food or take a painkiller. So your long-term partner may actually soothe your soul like a warm bowl of mac and cheese. You're no longer obsessively checking your phone for a text back. They're in the next room, folding laundry. That intense craving settles into steady companionship. And let's face it, being addicted to love was exhausting. Now, the sparks may have settled into embers, but the real magic is in those everyday moments, like when they bring you snacks without being asked. That's love, not just chemistry. Romantic versus maternal love. It might sound strange, but long-term romantic love starts to resemble the love a parent has for a child. Not in a creepy way. Think bonding, attachment, and deep emotional investment. Studies show that after years together, couples' brains react to each other with the same intensity and tenderness seen in maternal love. That means your ride-or-die partner doesn't just thrill you, they soothe you, support you, and act as your human security blanket. So if your partner reminds you to take your vitamins or texts you drive safe, that's love, and maybe a little oxytocin too. Are we just puppets of our brain chemistry? So here's the big question. Are we in control of who we love? Or are we just dancing to the beat of our biology? The truth is a little bit of both. Yes, our hormones and brain chemistry have a huge influence over whom we're attracted to, how we fall in love, and whether we stay in love. But biology is not destiny. Our experiences, values, choices, and personalities all play a part too. You might be drawn to someone because their scent subconsciously signals genetic compatibility. But staying in love? That takes more than pheromones. It takes communication, trust, effort, and maybe, on occasion, letting them choose the Netflix show even when you're in a murder mystery mood. And if you enjoyed diving into the wild, weird science of love, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for more brainy breakdowns of human behavior, relationships, and all the juicy stuff in between. Got a love story or hormone type you relate to? Drop it in the comments below. We read them all. Until next time, stay curious, stay weird, and stay wonderfully human.